While we're talking about sister wives babies, before we get into the topic at hand, I want to remind all of y'all, Aspen Thompson, daughter of Cody Brown and Christine Brown Woolley, she is due to give birth July 25th. Looking at my watch, what's today? The 26th. We on baby watch, y'all. At the time of me recording this video, which is Thursday. I know I'm early, but I got things to do, okay? So I had to pre-record some videos. Y'all, we're going to get into this right now. Right now. By the way, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I really would appreciate it. Fans of this show are calling out Maddie Brush for her holier-than-thou attitude. Oh, yes. I've noticed. I have fully noticed how she talks down to everybody. Whenever she speaks on live, on videos, on interviews, on podcasts, oh, it's just like, let me tell you something. That's the vibe I get. But I know we all get different vibes and we all got different opinions. So be sure you meet me in the comments below with yours. A fan took to Reddit to post, birth isn't an emergency, then ends in an actual emergency. Watching Sister Wives Season 14, Episode 15. I will say this. There has been so many fans doing rewatches while we're during mid-season. Kudos to all of you. Now, this is time for me to plug my vlog channel, Southern Adventures. I have a vlog channel with my family. You can see our post in real time over on our vlog channel, real, raw, unedited, all the things. If you want to see how a cohesive family lives simply and happily, then come on over. It is linked, like I said, in the description of every video. It's called Southern Adventures. Ooh, that sounded like an infomercial. Love that for me. I'm genuinely baffled by Maddie's stance on birth. She literally says, birth isn't an emergency. Well, fast forward to today and her having like 4 kids. I wonder if she still thinks that. Okay, but didn't she know her baby was going to be born with complications? A routine anatomy scan would have shown the limb difference. So why wouldn't she want to give birth in a hospital where specialists and emergency care are immediately available? And then sure enough, there is an emergency. The baby isn't breathing properly, and they have to call an ambulance to bring the newborn to the hospital while Maddie stays behind. That's heartbreaking and completely avoidable. Just go to a hospital. Have doctors, NICU staff, and nurses right there in case something goes wrong. Birth might be natural, but it's also unpredictable. This felt careless. Edit. My issue wasn't with her choosing not to give birth in a hospital. It was, in fact, that she scoffed at the idea like it was ridiculous. Not everything that happens in a hospital is an emergency. And it's pretty ironic that she ended up needing one after all. Sometimes the production edits things just that way. I always figured they encouraged home births because they had no health insurance. You could be right. I'm Canadian and we have free health care, so we don't pay out of pocket for childbirth. I'm not too familiar with how it works in the U.S. I read something the other day of somebody from, it wasn't from Canada. I can't remember what country they was from, but they also spoke about free health care. I'm like, why don't we have this in this country? I've never understood this. Can anybody answer that for me? Why we don't have free health care in this country? I mean, I don't know. It's nuts to me. Meanwhile, the government, this country, is paying people to literally not work, be lazy, buying them food. There's a lot of people that take advantage of the government-assisted programs. I know quite a few myself right here around me within a 10-mile radius. I could name you 10 right now. The government doesn't care. Those people could work, and they laugh at cheating the system. They laugh at lying on like the disability situations and stuff, the food stamps, they laugh about lying just so they could get money, just so they don't have to work. That's why I said there's people like that in this world. Maddie is arrogant. Know-it-all, just like her father. I swear she thought she could lean into the whole trad wife influencer crap and then realize that she wasn't engaging or interesting enough, so opened a t-shirt apron shop with her mom. The interesting thing is that the line looks to have been filmed in a talking head after they had the emergency. They wear faux bumps for filming talking heads after the baby was born, so it's like it's in there for dramatic effect when she does have an emergency, so that we then have this conversation. It was surprising she chose the birthing center, given the cons, including birthing centers so far from their home. I think, ironically, her non-hospital births are always advertisement for a hospital birth. There's no virtue or moral superiority in either experience of childbirth. Maddie weaponized and made moral of a personal decision for no good reason. It just looked like an ugly and uninformed attack on women who don't think exactly like her, and that's pretty disgusting. I've always got that vibe from Maddie. Always. She thinks she knows all, and this is just my thoughts and opinion, okay? So don't tell me my thoughts and opinion and my vibe is wrong, okay? I didn't come for you, and your thoughts and opinions don't come for me and mine. We all got opinions. They like booty holes. Some of them stink. Or actually, they all stink if you want to get technical about it. But anyway, listen. Listen, Lindis. To me, Maddie's vibe has always come off as, I know more than you, okay? I have life experience. I've been through more than you. I know all. You don't know nothing. Pay me. That's just the attitude I get from her. All about me, me, me. Does she even have any friends other than her mother and her husband? Very telling. I'm just saying it is. I think with normal people, a home birth could be okay. With this clown show, of course, something would happen. For me personally, all three of my kids would have died or been severely injured, so I'm glad I didn't. I'm way too much of a wimp for home birth. Needing an epidural is an emergency in my book. And then sometimes you like me and the epidural didn't take. Oh, yes, I felt every single pain there was to feel for 12 hours. Most likely because the hospital wouldn't allow filming and the birth center would. Newsflash. Babies can't be born with limb differences and zero complications. Downvote me all you like. Limb difference doesn't necessarily mean there will be issues with oxygen levels, difficulty breathing post-birth. Babies who have no birth defects sometimes struggle. Well, I think the big takeaway from it is you just never know, so why in the hell would you take the risk of losing your child? I said what I said. It depends on, unless you have some selfish stance you have to go by. That's the only damn reason. I'm going to say this, and I'm probably going to ruffle a lot of feathers, and that's okay because that's my job. I mean, at this point, I have fully accepted it. Ruffle on. Poof, poof. But I'm going to tell you something. It is so careless and reckless when you have doctors today, you have hospitals, you have healthcare, you have healthcare providers. Now, I'm going to say something. You ain't got to pay out of pocket when you pull up at the hospital to give birth to your child, okay? If you ain't got the money to pay it, by all means, don't let them know. I mean, hell, they ain't going to ask you to pay your bill right then. They're going to put you in a room and deliver your child. And everybody knows that. We all know that. So it ain't the money, it's the issue. It's your own selfish damn reasons. When your doctors and your people, your professionals are there for a reason, that's that. You don't, okay, they're there. They're there. I mean, they know more than you, Maddie. It gets on my damn nerves. And let me tell you a personal experience that has nothing to do with the price of rice in China or childbirth. But it does have to do with children's, okay? This week in Mississippi, there is a major heat advisory. There's a heat warning. It's like major. The heat index, the temperatures are 115 degrees in Mississippi, where I am right now. Currently, public schools are hosting band camps. My daughter is in attendance. Some of these band camps are making these kids practice outside in 115 degrees. As a result, 18 kids were sent in an ambulance to the hospital yesterday in Tupelo, Mississippi from heat exhaustion. This could have been prevented. I went and checked on the policies and all the things. Oh, yes, I did, because I'm that B. Okay. I checked the policy. The state regulations on school sports and activities, 92 degrees, you bring it indoors. 92 degrees. They were out there in 110 to 115 degree temperatures. Running, push-ups, squats, marching, exercising. Child, these are band students. I mean, what in the... Anyway, my whole point is those 18 kids being sent to the hospital could have been prevented. And it should have been prevented if people would have took the precautions. Same with home birth, childbirth. I said what I said, and I'm about to ruffle even more feathers. The hospitals are there for a reason. Take the precautions. Give birth to a child in the hospital, where if something happens, because things can happen and do happen, they could be prevented. God forbid you lose that child while you're giving birth at home because there's not a professional there to assist that child. Let me tell you about my child. When I give birth to my child, the umbilical cord was wrapped around her neck, and then she had already went number 2 while she was still inside me. So number 2 was all in her system. They didn't put her on me whenever she came out. They took her and cleaned her up and was trying to get her to breathe and unclog her nose and all the things. God forbid I give birth at home. They couldn't have done that. So don't come for me about the kids, okay? You're very selfish if you're sitting here giving birth at home when you know some can go down. But anyway, I'm getting deep today, ain't I? Getting deep. It depends on what was caused. It depends on what it was that caused the birth defects. There could be underlying issues that the limb differences is just one of the side effects. Okay, about the complications. I'm a member of the Birth Isn't an Emergency crew. I'm also a member of the Hospitals Are for Sick People group. I had all my children under the care of a midwife. You'd best believe the one time my midwife warned me about birthing at home, I was in a maternity center. That sounds like a producer pushed her for a soundbite, or she's an idiot. A limb difference isn't an emergency. I feel like most people are overlooking the issue here. This isn't a conversation as to whether or not a home birth is a valid way to give birth. To clarify, of course, choosing a home birth is valid. The issue at hand is Maddie actively looking down on those who choose to give birth at a hospital. It's pure irony and karma that she ended up needing a hospital after shitting on them. To Spaghetti thought a bit. I've always felt like Maddie had an air of superiority to her, and it always rubs me the wrong way. I've said the same about Maddie, and Jadelle has too. I'm glad. I just want to shout out to Kitsune Witch. Thank you for saying. I feel like most people are overlooking the issue here because let me tell you something. My coffee and caffeine just kicked all the way in, and I went down so many side roads, and I got away from the main issue here. So thank you for reeling us back in. Let me know what you think about Maddie. That's the main takeaway. Do you think Maddie has a superior than thou vibe? I'm curious. Another question. Where'd she go? What happened to, remember the podcast this is my passion project. I love this. I'm so excited about this. Fast forward like 3 episodes later, I'm not going to do the podcast anymore because I don't have time. Okay, fast forward a month later. I've got a blog coming out, y'all. I'm so excited. This is my passion project. Fast forward a month later. Crickets. I mean, I ain't got a clue. I know she got a lot of kids. But you chose to have all them kids. Caleb's job must be a good job because who's paying these bills? His job? I don't see Maddie working. Another thing, that's another question. How do these folks, how y'all living in 2-story houses with a 1-person income? Please answer me. Riddle me that. Riddle me that, my friends. I am curious. I need all the secrets. Because I'm over here working on these stupid videos and my husband is working in 115 degrees. He's working indoors with no air conditioner, laying some tile. He is laying it for the St. Jude Dream Home, by the way, in Tupelo, Mississippi. Shout out to my boo-boo. He does good at what he does, okay? But I'm going to say something. How y'all working, Maddie? How y'all living nicely in these 2- and 3-story houses with a 1-person income? Let me know. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. I hope you subscribe. I really do. Okay? I want to say that right now. If you're watching this and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? You my people. Just go ahead and subscribe so you can come back later and watch my other videos. Because I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to be here. You know I'm going to pop up on your newsfeed at some point in time. So go ahead and subscribe. I love y'all for watching. I'll see you in my next video or in the comments below.